Hey everybody, my name is Jenn Sawyer. I have been attending LCBC for 2.5 years. I help serve at the Next Steps table on Sunday mornings, and I also help lead a small group for She Studies. I was asked to read from the book of Luke, chapter 24, verses 1 through 49. In this verse, we read about the resurrection, and it started out by the women going back to the tomb to find it empty. They're greeted by two angels, and the angels then ask them, "Why are you looking for the living one in a grave?" They were so excited about what they had heard that they ran back to the disciples to tell them that Jesus has risen from the dead, and the disciples didn't believe them. For me, that is the biggest part of this whole story, is that the disciples didn't believe them. How many times do we find ourselves so excited about what God has done in our lives or just for us that we want to tell people about it? But then we get afraid that people won't believe us, or even worse, that they make up these things that we're nuts, or that they make up excuses to try and prove that God isn't real, or that it wasn't God that did that. I know for me that in my life, I have my friends group who I have a lot of friends who I can really go to and express myself in those moments. But I also know that I have those friends that I don't always share those moments with, because I know that they will be the ones to question me and my faith. But honestly, how else do you grow your faith by being questioned? But for me, that is my biggest fear, because I don't always have the answers for their questions, or I don't always know what to say. But as I was reading this passage, I start to remember, and I'm reminded that I'm not alone in this. I'm also reminded that we were created to be His hands and His feet on this earth. He even talks about that in this scripture. He states, "Peace be with you," as He's talking to the disciples, as He greets them. And He says, "Look at my hands and look at my feet." We're reminded that we are His hands and His feet on this earth. He ends the passage with, "I am sending what my Father promised to you. So stay here in this city until He arrives, or until you are equipped with the power from on high." God has placed us on this earth to do amazing things. He has equipped us with His word, but not only that, He's equipped us with our testimony. And we are LCBC. We are lives changed by Christ, and that we have a story to tell. So my challenge to us, to all of us, me included, is don't live this life in fear of what other people think about our God or us. Let them see Him in us, and let's live this life the way that God intended for us to live it. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you.